Over the past few decades, our communication technology has progressed at an incredible rate. Cell phones started out as simple devices, but have come to have numerous extra functions. The most obvious evidence of the evolution of phones is the smartphone. The first smartphone was released in 1993. It had a touchscreen and you could use it to check your email and send faxes. They were primarily owned by the wealthy and elite. Now, smartphones have even more functions, with the capabilities of internet access, taking pictures, sending and storing files, and even more. Ownership has also increased, with 78% of adult cell phone users owning smartphones as of 2012. Unfortunately, the laws have not matched technology's progress. In 1928, the Supreme Court first ruled that wiretapping was legal for the purpose of investigating criminal activity. Then, in 1967, that decision was overturned in the case of Katz versus the United States. The Supreme Court decided that the Fourth Amendment does protect a person's right to speak privately without fear of being listened in on. Thus, the Wiretap Act was passed, forbidding the tapping of phone lines without a warrant. By the 1980s, further privacy laws were needed, so Congress passed the Electronic Communications Privacy Act, or ECPA. The ECPA applied the Wiretap Act to wireless communication, such as email and cell phone use. This is the point where the law stopped. Since the ECPA was passed, no other changes have been made to accommodate technological progress. Because of our outdated laws, consumer data is exchanged freely between apps, advertisers, cell phone carriers, and the government with no regulations. What are the main functions you use on your phone?
Google Earth, because it's fun to play on, Facebook, and my camera, basically.
Okay, so you do download apps. Do you read the privacy policies before you download them?
Not usually.
Does it bother you that they take way more of your personal information than they need?
Yeah.
Did you know that they can access pretty much anything in your phone and make phone calls from your phone without you knowing?
Totally didn't know that.
Does that change the way you feel about it at all?
That makes me not want to have a phone.
Functions on your phone that you use regularly?
Facebook and pretty much come down to just Facebook.
Okay, so my next question is going to be, do you download apps? But you do. Did you read the privacy policy first?
I did not. That's
do you
long.
ever read the privacy policy first?
They're all really long, so no.
Does it bother you that they take way more personal information than they need to function? Like Facebook can read your text, for instance.
I mean, not really.
Why not?
Because what are they going to do with it?
Did you know that apps can access pretty much anything on your phone, and like some of them can even make calls without you knowing? You didn't know that?
I didn't know that, no.
Does that change the way you feel about them taking so much stuff from your phone?
A little bit, I guess. I mean,
not usually, though.
I feel like, who are they going to call?
What are the main functions on your phone that you use regularly?
Facebook, the internet, and texting.
Do you download apps?
Yeah, I've got quite a few.
Do you ever read the privacy policy first?
Never.
Why not?
It's really inconvenient. Like, that's a lot of reading.
Does it bother you that apps take way more personal information than they need to function?
I mean, not really. Phones these days have enough space on them. I can delete shit if I need to.
Did you know that they can access basically anything on your phone, and some of them can make phone calls from your phone without you knowing?
No, I did not.
Does that change the way you feel about it at all?
A little bit, yeah. Definitely.
The most important thing you can do to protect the privacy of your information is to stay aware. The following is a demo for an app designed to do just that.
First, we will open the wallpaper application for the first time after installing, and we'll let it run for a few seconds. Then, when we return to the home screen, we see that we've received a notification from Taintroid. The application has sent a message to this IP address containing the phone number, the IMEI number, which is a hardware identifier, as well as a SIM card identifier. Next, we will open the wallpaper application again and access some additional content. So when we return to the home screen, we have another notification from Taintroid. This time, the application has sent a message containing the IMEI number. The IMEI number is actually included in a field called uniquely code. So now we will just go check the IMEI number of this device to verify that it indeed was included in the message that was sent by the application.
Although apps such as Taintroid and others protect you from the prying eyes of apps, there is nothing to protect your information from new surveillance technology. Law enforcement has taken up the use of a device called Stingray. It fakes being a cell phone tower so that all cell phones within its range transmit information through the device instead of the regular cell phone tower. Stingray is used without a warrant, and since it can't target just one phone, it compromises the privacy of not just the suspect, but everyone within the area. The government being able to get away with privacy violations on such a mass scale could lead to our every move being watched and monitored. Democracy as we know it would never be the same again. The only way to change things is to raise awareness and take a stand. We must fight for our rights to avoid losing them.